What's up, guys? New deck profile. This is PB here. We're going to do Lyrilusc today. So we play 3 copies of Swallow. Swallow is the best starter. You can special summon from hand, and you can special summon discard and 1 Lyrilusc monster from hand or grave. Really good card. Then we also play actually not 1 Lyrilusc monster. It could be any level 1 wind beast monster. Technically, you'll special summon Tri-Brigade and Nurble. I'll explain later. But we also played 3 copies of Turquoise Warble. Honestly, he's not the best starter, but he's a free body on the board. You can special summon him another Lyrilusc monster. And yeah, worst case scenario, you could just normal summon him and like just start your combos. So he's a good copy. We played 3 copies of Sparrow. Really good card. Honestly, this card should be a super rare. You can search any Lyrilusc monster from your deck. Really nice. Well, you can search any Lyrilusc monster if you special summon this card. And yeah, that's really nice. We played 2 copies of Wagtail. Wagtail searches any spell trap cards for Lyrilusc. We only played 2 copies because we play only 3 spells in the deck, but if you're going to be playing other spells, you might want to bump it up. Honestly, in my build, I only play 2 because I only play 3 spells. Okay, then we play 2 copies of Canary. Canary, she's going to be the last card you're going to be special summoning. You can special summon her and special summon another Lyrilusc monster from your graveyard. After that, you get locked into Xyz, and this deck is most likely a Link climbing deck. It's like almost bird up deck. So she's gonna be the last card summoned, but you actually could like go into the Lyrilusc monsters. So like if you have her, she's pretty good. Then we played 3 copies of Tri-Brigade Nurble. Nurble, you can special summon off from Swallow, and yeah, this guy basically gives you a free Smorg, so yeah, he's really good. You can also go into Link Rebo with this guy, so like he basically sets up your board. And okay, next card is gonna be the Wind Bear statue. Basically normal bird up shenanigans. You summon this guy with Smorg and you lock your opponent out, and you also special summon Link Rebo. They can't beat over it. And 1 Apex Abion. After you summon the Wing Bear statue, you special summon this guy. You get 1 negate, you get 1 big body on the board. And since you have Smorg on the board, your opponent can't even impermanent, so it's pretty insane. You just keep summoning him out, summoning him every single end phase when you even negate a card. And here comes the crazy card. Ghost Fairy. Ghost Fairy is a really good card. In OCG, this card was a common, but it went up to $40, and it's sold at $20 as a common. So what this card does is you can reveal any wind monster from your hand, and most of the cards in this deck is going to be a level 1, and your opponent cannot activate cards level 1 or higher, because you're going to be revealing a level 1 monster. And yeah, basically stops Nib. It basically stops Ash. It's a really good card. And she's not only that, she's also a psychic monster, so you can special summon her out of emergency teleport. So she's like 1 free body, stops your opponent's playing from like next standby phase, and you still lock your opponent with Smorg and like the bird up shenanigans. So she's just really good. Then 3 copies of Ash Blossom. Ash is just the best hand trap. And 3 copies of Bird Call. Bird Call is insane. You could just basically activate this card, add whatever, or send whatever Lyrilusc monster to the graveyard, then special summon 1 Lyrilusc monster. So this card is really insane. It basically will like do whatever you need for the deck. And these are the only 3 copies of the spells. Honestly, if you draw into this, you could just add whatever card you need, or you could go ahead and activate. You could go ahead and activate the Wagtail to add this, and then you special summon whatever. You can add whatever. What do you call it? Yeah, you can add this and special summon whatever one you want. Play 2 copies of Emergency Teleport. Basically, this is cross out Detonator for this deck because you special summoned Ghost Fairy. Ghost Fairy is just mad insane. Like you could even just keep that monster on board and just keep rebuilding a level 1, and like your opponent's just like not gonna like it because they can't even activate card effects. 3 copies of Wear Out Dow because yeah, you have a level 1 monster, you get any single Lyrilusc monster. Basically you have like 13 starters in this deck because of this card. It's just insane. 3 copies of Swallow's Nest. Honestly, you could short this to 2. Swallow's Nest for this deck is almost like what do you call it? 1-for-1, because every single monster is a level 1 wing beast. You could swap for any Lyrilusc monster you need on the board, and since they get special summon, you can activate their effects and like add a card, or you could even special summon Nurble and activate Nurble's effects. And since you're tributing a wing beast monster, like that's gonna be, you could just banish that card immediately and just link summon. 2 copies of Pot of Prosperity. It's just a good card, and honestly, most likely the cards that you're gonna go in is gonna be Smorg, and the rest you do have some other cards to play, but like yeah, you could just cut half of your extra deck using this card and like search some starters, or you can even search for hand traps. You can search for Harpy's Featherstorm. This card is just busted. If you activate this, basically your opponent can't play for 1 turn, and next turn it's gonna be GG. 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence. Yeah, another best hand trap in the entire game. Going to the extra deck, we play 2 copies of Linkuriboh. Honestly, if you want to short this, it could be 1, but we play 2 because we play Pot of Extravagance. 1 copy of Harpy's Harpy Conductor because we play Harpy's Featherstorm. Sometimes when you go second, you need to go into this card and activate Harpy's Featherstorm. But if you activate Harpy's Featherstorm, basically you could just do your other plays and just break the board. So it's really good helping you go in second. Even that, you could just summon her going first, and you could just go ahead and activate Harpy's Featherstorm and just go full combo. We play 2 copies of Smorg. Yep, the boss of Bird Up. You special summon the statue, you special summon the Apex Avian. Just a really good card. Even not those cards, you can special summon the Lyrilusc monsters and activate their effects to search. So it's just really good in this deck. And we play Doom Eagle. Yeah, just good in the grind game. We played a new copy of the new Lyrilusc monster that it's basically back row removal, and we play Robin. It's a new ultra rare. It's basically when your opponent special summons a monster, you could just bounce that card. So even if your opponent's playing a wind deck, you could just basically, even if you have the wind statue, if you have this, you could just stop them from special summoning. So this card is really insane. 2 copies of Starling. Starling helps you to search whatever card, and 1 copy of Nightingale. Nightingale helps you to OTK, and you could also use these 2 to go into Utopia Future. That'll let you go to Utopia Draco Future. These are most likely for going second options, and the last card is Zeus. Alright guys, thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.